Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm Valerie Z, the founder of Spiritual Cardio, a 10-week group coaching program that teaches women how to make peace with their inner truth and practice self-love, where we heal in community by interrogating our inner demons until they lose power over us. I'm bringing you the powerful spiritual practices that helped birth my transformation because I want the same for you. I'm going to teach you how to build a love story with yourself and your inner child. So let's go. I'm sure you guys know by now how much I love doing this show. I pour my heart and soul into each episode to create a ripple effect of healing and self-awareness in the world. And you guys can help me make that little ripple into a wave. So I ask that if you find value in this episode, or if you had any aha moments, or if the show helps you navigate your life in a more positive direction, please share the show. It would mean so much to me if you would do that. And now let's get into it. Hey, you guys. This is Valerie Z. Thank you for coming back and tuning in to the Spiritual Cardio podcast. This is episode 24. And tonight I'm actually doing something a little bit freestyle. I am channeling the higher self in hopes of enlightening you, in hopes of inspiring you, in hopes of motivating you to change your life, to go inward, to love yourself, to give yourself grace. I know that inner work can be difficult. I know that it's this can of worms that we don't want to open, but inside of that can is a true gift. It's the gift of getting to know ourselves beyond the pain, beyond the dark memories that we don't want to face, confront, to heal. It is giving ourselves the gift of allowing our inner child to be fully seen and heard by the person that matters most, which is ourself. It's the adult self in the mirror. But inside of all of us, there's this inner child who was abused, traumatized, silenced, ignored, or neglected, beat, sexually abused. And in turn, we found ways to cope as we grew. And we coped in many different ways. We coped in addiction through alcohol or drugs, or we coped through work, maybe being workaholics to numb emotions and avoid dealing with life's issues. We coped through food, eating unhealthy shit. We coped through seeking toxic partners or situations. We coped through people pleasing. And obviously none of that served us. And then we get to a point in adulthood where we're wondering, what has become of us? Who have we become? Who are we authentically? Because we've been on the go, go, go on survival mode, and we don't know who the fuck we are, like internally, like in the depths of our soul. Like, are we connected to our soul? I believe that we can get there, but in order to do that, we have to make peace with our past. And making peace with our past means starting at the very roots and then working our way up. That means childhood. We start at childhood. So one prompt that I give the Spiritual Cardio coaching clients is, if you could talk to God about your most painful memories, what would you say? Who was there? What emotions were you feeling? Who enabled it? Everything. And you say a prayer and you journal it. You get it all out. All of it. This is what I call self-inquiry. It's powerful because we're no longer running from those memories. We are no longer suppressing them, silencing them, drowning them. Like now we are pulling them out from the roots. We're pulling those weeds out, so to speak. And that's where it starts. It starts with running towards those memories. Because as long as we are trying to numb and cope in some sort of destructive or unhealthy way, then we are running from them. And that doesn't serve us. It doesn't serve our personal growth. It doesn't serve our evolution. And then from there, we can start making peace with those memories. We begin to recognize that resisting those memories by suppressing them in some way is holding us back. It's holding our energy hostage. So I think it's important to recognize that acceptance or releasing resistance to the past is going to push us forward emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. And then next is forgiveness. We have to recognize that our caregivers, or whoever we grew up around, have a story too. They were a child once too. They experienced abuse once too. And that doesn't make it okay. That doesn't excuse their abusive behavior or their neglectful behavior. But it does help us understand the human being behind the behavior so that we can move forward instead of holding on to resentment, because resentment keeps us stuck. It's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to feel it. So forgiveness is essential. And it doesn't mean you have to forgive them face to face or verbally. You do the work of forgiveness on your own with God in prayer for 30 days, every night, with absolute genuine intention. You pray for them. You pray for their health, their happiness, their well-being, and you let them go. You let it go. You just say, "Dear God, I forgive so-and-so. May you bless them in life, love, and health. Amen." It's for 30 days. And notice how you feel after those 30 days. You'll feel lighter. You'll feel liberated from resentment, hate, anger. That's a big one. How many of us go through life hating people, feeling resentful? And then that bubbles up in our daily lives and we take it out on strangers or random people, situations, family, kids. So self-inquiry, acceptance, forgiveness are game changers for your evolution. And a not so popular game changer is sobriety. Hey ladies, are you craving transformation and personal growth? Are you ready to get radically honest with yourself and own your story? Are you ready to build confidence so that you can manifest your goals? If so, then this may be just what you're looking for. Spiritual Cardio is a course in transformational wisdom that combines traditional spiritual practices with real life experience. At Spiritual Cardio, we heal in community where we can be vulnerable and raw. Because when one woman speaks her truth, she begins to heal, and she opens the door for another woman to speak hers. At Spiritual Cardio, every lesson is designed with you in mind. That includes practical tools with relatable real-life examples. At Spiritual Cardio, we help identify and release energetic blocks so that you can become the architect of your destiny. Head over to valeriezapeta.com to read the powerful testimonials from previous clients and register for an upcoming session. Group and one-on-one coaching is available. All sessions are live and in real time. Now back to the show. Sobriety will give you clarity. You will be fully in tune with your body, with your intuition, with your emotions, with your actions, with your behavioral patterns. And that just is really transformative, along with the other inner work that I just described. You'll be moving into alignment with your higher self if you do all of those. And maybe you don't have a problem with alcohol or drugs or food or gambling, whatever it might be. And if you don't, then great. You don't have to worry about sobriety. But many people, like myself, have struggled with sobriety. I struggled with alcohol for many years, and getting sober almost 6 years ago was a game changer, but I was also doing the inner work to move me forward. And so my life has completely changed. You know, earlier I was going through my Facebook profile pictures. I recently updated it, and I was looking at my profile pictures from like 2010, 2011, 14, 15, and wow, what a difference. Even my facial expressions and pictures are different. I'm definitely in my soft girl era. You can transform your life too. I share all of this with you because I hope that it gives you the inspiration to change your life. I hope that one day you can look back a few weeks from now, maybe a few months from now, maybe a year from now, and just give yourself so much gratitude for having done the inner work. Also, speaking your truth to somebody you trust will move mountains within you, because there's so much being kept in. There's so much being suppressed and held in, and we think it doesn't affect us, but it does. It does. It consumes our energy. And our energy is what gives our life essence. It's what gives us the clarity to recognize and tap into and align with our higher self and our life purpose and who we authentically are. It's all connected. If you're struggling right now, I want you to know that there is a path forward for you. You just have to have a little bit of faith. Just a little bit of faith in doing something for yourself. Doing inner work is an investment in yourself. You know, I feel I've been doing inner work since, let me see here. I started in 2014, but I wasn't too committed back then. I would say I started getting recommitted in I think it was 2017 is when I started recommitting to inner work, because I was hitting really hurtful and shameful rock bottoms when I was drinking, and I committed. I wanted to make a change because I recognized how I was hurting myself through drinking and through self-destructive behaviors when I was drunk. That's all you need to do, is commit to invest in yourself. Invest in yourself with time, invest in yourself with energy, invest in yourself through focusing on the things you need to work on. And know that the path of evolution, the path to healing, is not linear, okay? So it's going to be bumpy, it's going to be rocky, but you have to give yourself grace. You cannot beat yourself up into self-love. You know, you cannot beat yourself up into the best version of yourself. Know that it is a journey. Know that it is an evolution. Know that there is no perfection when you're doing this work, but also know that there is the better version of you waiting for you on the other side. Another tip is make a list of the person you want to be in 5 years. Writing things down is a spiritual process. Writing things down is putting the intention out into the universe. It's like placing an order into the universe. Many years ago in 2017, I wrote a list of the person I wanted to be in 5 years or less, and I wrote down a bunch of personality qualities, and I wrote down some goals. Most of those, except for a few because I'm still working on some, most of those have come true. And I want that for you. And as you start doing this work, you're going to start gaining clarity on the direction you want to go in. You're going to start tapping into the person that you want to be. Your vision for the future gets clear and clear and more clear and more clear. The best version of you is waiting for you. There's nothing too far-fetched. Write down your goals. Write down who you want to be. A good way of getting clear on that is figuring out what your insecurities are and get very honest with yourself. What are my insecurities? If your insecurity is feeling insecure in a room full of people, then maybe one of your goals on that list of intentions is going to be feeling confident anywhere I go with whoever I'm with. So get honest with yourself about your insecurities. You cannot heal or overcome your insecurities by running from them. You cannot heal your insecurities by pretending that they're not there. You cannot heal them by suppressing them or drinking when you're out and thinking that that's going to cure your insecurity. It's still there. What you want to do is not feel like you need a drink when you go out, because you are nipping it at the root. So get honest with yourself about what your insecurities are. If it's your weight, write that down, okay? And as you do the work, you will start getting these little tidbits of ideas of what you need to do in order to fix it, heal it, overcome it. And if it is weight, then it's not just going to magically fix itself, right? You have to cut down on carbs. Maybe you have to go for a walk for 20 minutes every day. There are things that you need to do. Doing inner work, working on yourself in mind, body, and spirit is an investment, and it's the best investment you will ever make. Back in 2013, I was, I think, 30 pounds overweight. I was very alcoholic. I really didn't care about much. I had zero direction, but I have completely changed my life. I am in a great position career-wise. I am in a great position emotionally, given I have a little bit of menopause symptoms happening. So that's a work in progress. But aside from that, I am in a great position in life. And I feel so grateful for having committed to invest in my personal growth. I hope this helps somebody out there who's listening. I want you to know that this work is not easy, and I'm not pretending that it's easy, so I don't want to tell you that, but I will tell you that it is an investment that will change your life. Thank you for tuning in to the Spiritual Cardio Podcast. If you're ready to transform your life and become the best version of yourself, sign up for an upcoming group session today at valeriezapeta.com. And if you find value in the show, there's several ways you can support my work. You can share this episode with a few friends, follow at Spiritual Cardio on social media, and make sure you're subscribed on your favorite podcast platform. You can donate to the show via valeriezapeta.com. And of course, this is Valerie Z. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Hey, thank you for showing up and spending some time with me. If you loved this episode, please make sure to subscribe. And for exclusive content, you can sign up for my newsletter at valeriezapeta.com. I'll see you guys at the next show.